On April 4th, a Miami Valley Aviation Douglas C-47B taxis off the airline apron's west end. I don't remember any more details, but it was probably loaded with freight at Byerly Aviation. Registration number is N932H. This long-defunct carrier was based in Middletown, Ohio. Local air cargo operations tend to be nocturnal, so when I saw this Boeing 727-200C parked at the Ron W. Burling Air Cargo Terminal on April 9th, I had to get a shot. Ryan International Airlines operated this plane for Emory Worldwide. Registration is N7638U, and it was built for United Airlines in 1968. This American Airlines Boeing 737-800 was parked on the east side of the passenger terminal May 7th. It was diverted here due to bad weather at Chicago O'Hare. This Trans-States Airlines Embraer 145 taxis toward runway 22 on June 3rd. Minutes later, it is shown departing for St. Louis. My notes say this Frontier Airlines Boeing 737-200 was here on June 6th due to fog at Chicago Midway. This one had the cougar tail. Seeing two American Eagle Embraer 145s taxiing toward runway 22 indicates more weather diversions on June 12th. This American Transair Lockheed TriStar 500 was here June 18th. Probably for a military charter. The second shot was a better one. The plane was parked on the old runway 826, long since converted to a taxiway. On June 27th, 3 TWA MD-80s were diverted here due to bad weather in St. Louis. One was parked on that old runway 826 used as a taxiway. Later, I shot the same aircraft taxiing toward runway 13. A Wisconsin Air National Guard KC-135 Stratotanker is shown on final to runway 13, June 29th. The same day, a Trans-States Airlines Jetstream 41 wearing the old TW Express colors is on final approach, though I don't recall if it was the same runway. Later, the KC-135 is shown on another pass. Both views were likely on final to runway 13. An Atlantic Coast Airlines CRJ-200 wearing United Express colors is about to turn onto runway 13 for departure to Chicago O'Hare on June 30th. Then, a Trans-States Airlines ATR-42 wearing the TW Express scheme adopted in 1995, taxis near runway 13 for departure to St. Louis. Shortly, an ATR-72 in the old livery is about to hit runway 13. A Mesaba Airlines Saab 340 in Northwest Airlink colors turns toward runway 13 for departure moments later. This ATR-42 is on final to runway 13, but I had moved my location a bit south and west. On July 10th, I shot this scene from the East Concourse Departure Lounge. Construction in the foreground is for a concourse extension to accommodate Delta Connection's Atlanta flights, due to start in less than a month. I went outside for a second shot of the extension. U.S. Airways Express didn't serve Peoria, so this Jetstream 41, about to enter runway 22, is operating a TW Express flight to St. Louis. Trans-States Airlines did business for both carriers. Atlantic Southeast Airlines, doing business as Delta Connection, inaugurated 3 round trips between Peoria and Atlanta on August 1st. Around sunrise, a CRJ-200 is preparing for the first departure. It arrived the night before and parked at the east end of the passenger terminal. After pushback, it is shown taxiing to runway 22. The sunrise is out of the picture at left. Later the same day, a CRJ-200 wearing the so-called Aeroflot scheme taxis on to runway 22. A Delta Connection CRJ-200 prepares for takeoff from runway 22 on August 3rd. I shot this through the security fence off Airport Road. This one, shown August 10th, probably departed on runway 4 toward the northeast. When I recorded this view of ongoing concourse construction Monday, September 10th, I had no idea what was going to happen the next day. I worked close by, so on September 11th, after all commercial airline flights were suspended, I made sure to capture 2 aircraft that were diverted here. A National Airlines Boeing 757-200 and a Continental Airlines Boeing 737-300 wait on the east end of the passenger terminal.